Welcome to the CRCS Outdoors, Avula Safaris, and Rockwood Conservation 2022 South African Adventure. Look at this absolutely amazing, majestic beast. What if I were to tell you that this gentle giant could be extinct in your lifetime? What if I told you that you could actually make a difference? You coming to Africa to hunt provides income that can actually save a species. Hunting and conservation go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Nobody does it better than Rockwood. The trip you're about to witness, because of COVID, took 4 years to accomplish. Please join us. Scott Jordan with CRCS Outdoors. Welcome to Season 12. Welcome to CRCS Outdoors, making a difference one young conservationist at a time. Join us today on our South African adventure with Rockwood Conservation and Avula Safaris.
We are here.
You are here.
We are here in Kimberley.
Welcome to Kimberley, South Africa.
You are here, folks. You are here.
We're here.
Yo.
Here is Nancy Geisen at the airport with Avula Safaris picking us up just like she said she would. And here is my motley crew all ready to go. A short 2-hour van ride gets us to Rockwood.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Happy hunting.
There's nothing I've ever tasted.
Welcome to Rockwood Conservation and their amazing owners, Yvette and Vickis Dietrichs. First order of business, student housing. Getting the young hunters settled in their new digs. So when we first started talking about this, like this is all brand new for you, right? They built this, right?
It's nice.
Boom, yeah. Rockwood Conservation is world class with 5-star accommodations. Take a look at some of what they have to offer.
Oh, boom, yeah.
Today we'll be having a pizza night.
Pizza night.
Yes. Like explained, we've got pork belly, we've got Mediterranean pizza, we've got biltong and feta cheese, and Evo, we've got pizza.
You're the man.
Amazing.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
An amazing venue, great food, good friends, and you're going hunting. What more could you ask for? So, let's introduce our players. Professional hunter, Mr. Patrick Cairns, who guided and taught many hunting classes. Mr. Vickis Dietrichs, owner and creator of Rockwood Conservation, and Ms. Nancy Geisen with Avula Safaris, the organizer for this event. CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by K-Bar. Hardcore knives, hardcore lives. Go to kbar.com. Welcome back. Now let's join Vickis in the classroom.
And in the afternoon we're going to go out for a game drive and go look for some rhino. And then a treat on Saturday and Sunday. We have the vet here, and then we're going to work with rhino. So we're going to dart rhino and do some management activities. We're going to move rhino, load them in the truck, move them to other locations.
We now have a plan. We need a tour. This is Hope.
Like a gradual process?
So fortunately we've got other rhino here.
Hope is one of the baby rhinos in Rockwood's care that was rejected by her mother. And look at these hungry teenagers.
Hey, sweetie.
What a crazy cool opportunity for our students to be able to feed these rhinos.
These rhinos are amazing here.
Did you just got to feed them, right?
Yeah. They drank all this milk in it seemed like 30 seconds. They just hoovered it down. They're very unique animals.
In Africa, conservation without hunting, doesn't work. The two work hand in hand. They complement each other.
Boom! What are we doing, ladies?
We're going on a game drive and a rhino drive. We're going to see some animals. Yep.
I'm already looking at a couple.
Oh, boom shock!
So here we go. An afternoon game drive checking out the 33,000 acres that belongs to Rockwood. We hope to see some rhinos. It didn't take very long. How we doing?
There's some big tracks right there.
There's some large poop, so I found lunch.
You can see the 1, 2, 3 toes.
So we're rhino track?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And there's normally a spot on the side.
Is there a King's?
No.
No.
No, that's a golden.
Oh, there's two.
But I'm just describing to them the king.
Okay.
But
Freaking cool, right?
It's
awesome.
Did you see that kudu back there?
Yeah. Which one? There's 3 of them.
Wow,
One was
that big
huge.
bull. Yeah. How you doing, bud? Pretty awesome, eh?
What?
Awesome, eh?
So we'll be walking in here. So just stay in one group and be quiet, and then we can get nice and close. It's safe. So the guy behind the gate, that's Thomas. He's the camp master. He's in charge of this whole camp, and he's been working here for like 7 years now. 8 years, yeah. So he knows all these rhinos like you know your family. All right, and so that's why our system is so good. The rangers knows the animals, and he sees them at least twice or more a day. So we can immediately see when there's something wrong with the animal. He's got a trained eye, so he will tell me there's something wrong with the animal. I won't even see the difference, but because he knows them so well, it helps a lot. The mothers and the babies are always together in pairs, so you won't see a baby alone. There will always be a calf, cow and a calf, cow and a calf together.
Here, a cow and her calf are intimidating a large male. Girl power.
So that's a sub-adult animal that was born here. The owner was never trained yet.
Harley and Lillian are both going to college to become wildlife biologists. Opportunities for students are the most important thing. Rockwood is home to more than 350 white rhinos. In the bomas, these animals are fed and protected. In addition, they are constantly monitored by remote video cameras and thermal imaging cameras to keep them safe. Rockwood also has lots of armed rangers.
The rhino's digestive system is a lot like that of a horse. So they're not ruminants like all the other antelope and cows and sheep and stuff.
Everyone is excited about what tomorrow will bring. CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
We're gonna go to that boma where we were yesterday, and so we're gonna guard animals there. Now, it shouldn't be dangerous if we don't do silly things. But remember, it's big animals, it's still wild animals, and so, you know, always safety first. We want you to get involved, so once we start, we'll give each of you a little job to do. And so if that's your job, we expect you to do that job on the next animal and on the next animal as well. Add anything there?
Yeah, just stay in a group, don't wander off.
Yeah.
If they run over you, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell you when you can get off the vehicles.
So here we go. A rhino dart with a short ride to the boma. Again, creating opportunities for students.
Have gauges and stuff. Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're gonna tranquilize a rhino.
Nice.
Depends on the situation.
I don't know. I feel like right now I'm gonna get this ready. What are we doing?
Tranquilizing rhino.
Yeah, so you drop your medicine in with a long needle, because it's a long needled dart. So the dart's 2 inches long to get through the skin into the muscle, and we basically just inject the medicine from the tranquilizer from the top of the dart, the same way it's going out. So it's got a little mechanism inside. When it hits the animal, the dart obviously discharges. They weigh about, these ones probably about 200 and something grains per dart, so they are quite heavy.
What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you bending the tip over?
So usually the darts are a little bit smaller. As an example, these ones are for smaller animals, like this was for a springbok or someone.
Mm-hmm.
So the dart is a little bit thinner, the diameter of the inside diameter. With your rhino darts and the skin being so tough, you sometimes have that it plugs, so it cuts out a piece of the skin, and that part of the skin goes in the dart, and then obviously the tranquilizer doesn't go in. So you just bend the first part a little bit, so that doesn't happen.
There's a little charge there, and so it pushes
like a primer of a gun.
Yeah,
and
so
then
it pushes the substance in there through the needle once it hits the animal.
And the drugs that you're using, like for deer, we use Rompum and Ketoset.
Yeah, this one is it's an opioid, etorphine, and it's just a opioid. It's about 1,000 times more potent than morphine. So the first ones we're going to do is obviously a baby and a smaller one, and a big one. And the dart's just this one's a little bit shorter. It's a 1.5 inch
For the baby.
for the baby.
So we cut notches into their ears, and then the position of the notch indicate a specific number. And so with the combination of notches, each one has got a unique number, and then the rangers can identify them with that unique number and obviously mark down on a list each one that they see. And if they miss one, they know which individual it is, and they can actually go out and search for that specific one.
So, and they should see them twice a day, you were saying?
Yeah, at least every time they open the gate and they go out. They wait till everyone is out, and they inspect them for injuries, or if there's anything wrong. And then again, when they bring them back at night, and then when they're in the boma, it's easy for them to walk around between them and see if there's anything wrong.
Gotcha. Wonderful. Such an amazing facility. And then these towers, you're actually monitoring them with video cameras, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got thermal cameras. There's a perimeter system that picks up if there's any intruders crossing the perimeter, coming closer to the boma, and then we've got cameras inside that can tilt and zoom, and the control room can look around and see what's happening here.
Wonderful. Closed captioning for CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by the Frontier Financial Group, providing comprehensive financial planning services. Call Tom Stolberg, 585-593-6408. Welcome back. Now, let's dart a rhino. Wow, fast.
Yeah. You have to do it fast sometimes.
Once the rhinos have been darted, the team works into position. Today we are targeting mothers with calves, especially those that have not been processed yet. Blinders are put on the rhinos to reduce stress, which also makes it easier to handle them. The first order of business is to notch the ears so that these animals can be identified from a distance.
100 round notes there, 200, 400, 800, and 30, 50, 10, 10, 1153. So this one will be 320, 300, and then 20, it's 2 notches here.
Chunks of the ear that are removed are used for DNA analysis.
And this one we're going to draw blood DNA, just so we can track if something were to happen. This animal would have been poached or something like that in the future. We can actually correlate the horn DNA should they catch people with the horns back to the animal.
Oh, this one, please.
Yeah.
So the 200 and the 100 is round.
They don't bleed a whole lot because the notcher crushes the vessels inside.
And then 20 is 2 notches here.
So this calf is now Rhino 320. Once the ears have been notched, it will be time to draw blood, both for DNA and for genetic studies to prevent inbreeding. Our students were then assigned their own specific jobs.
So it bleeds a little bit, and then you have to, and you don't need a lot. It's need like 15 microliters, which is like nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, next one, and you can just slowly agitate it like that. That's just because there's an anticoagulant in there.
Tail hair with basal cells will now also be removed for DNA.
You grab it and pull it upwards, like that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that
The next step is to put matching microchips in behind the ear and at the base of the tail. If this animal were ever poached, it could be traced back to Rockwood.
one at the tail, there's the number.
Okay.
And that's the same as this one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then one here as well.
Real science and hands-on experiences for our budding biologists. All of these efforts to help save a species. Everyone here is making a difference.
Alright, I'm going to reverse these now. I'm going to reverse them in their vein.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Something like that.
in about 30 seconds or so.
30 seconds, so get out of the way.
Yeah. So I would, maybe get on the vehicle.
So here we go. The vet is about to give the recovery drug, which should take 20 or 30 seconds. First is loosening the eye cover.
You said the recovery drug's like 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So reversing with naltrexone, and that's going to take about 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less sometimes.
Yeah.
To get them up. So I'm going to wake up the mother first, and then I'm going to wake up the baby.
Okay.
Closer to the vehicle.
Is it all right if I'm with you?
Yeah.
Once the mother and the calf have been given the recovery drug, it's time to get out of the way. Vickis and his wife, Yvette, had a dream, and they have made it a reality. They expend more than $1 million per year to make this happen. This is for love, not for money. A special thanks to Nancy Geisen and Avula Safaris, who made this happen for CRCS. If you'd like to join us and hunt plains game, I'm headed back to Rockwood in August. My number is 585-808-3768. Please join us next week as our story continues. CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by K-Bar. Go to kbar.com. And Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. And Avula Safaris, Adventure True. Contact Ms. Nancy Geisen. To follow CRCS Outdoors, join us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now YouTube. Thanks for watching this week's show. Join us next week on CRCS Outdoors.